so that's looking good for Bush. But a band who have a razor blade comment on today's society is of course MANHOLE, supporting Typo Negative on the European tour, and it is my pleasure to say hello once again to Tairrie from MANHOLE. So welcome back to the show.
Much more pleasant circumstances this time.
Absolutely. I was going to say, you've done an American tour now, and with Biohazard. I know you had a good time, but how is it to be back in Europe and also with the Typo guys?
It's absolutely awesome. Typo Negative are treating us great. I mean, it's been a great tour. We spent 2 months out in the United States with them before we came here, and this tour has been wonderful so far.
Now, you actually had to have a new bass player on the US leg because of a little problem at the end of the Fear Factory tour, but that has resulted in you not being able to play at the Astoria on the 21st of December, but you're going to do...
The Splash Club. We're doing a party for Kerrang at the Splash Club. Yeah, Astoria won't have us, so I'll save my comments for later about that venue, but you know, a lot of things happened during the Fear Factory tour, obviously, and afterwards, and very plagued tour. You know, everything's cool now. We're on the definite negative creep tour.
So you can check out MANHOLE on the 20th of December at the Splash Club in London, headlining there. So if we could talk a little bit about the live show, you've just done so much road work. How has the show been developing as you've become more experienced? And I'd like to know, how do you keep your anger and aggression and energy up night after night after night?
Living on a bus with those guys. You know what, I think that it's been really strange on the tour because we did have a new bass player for so long that we haven't been with Rico, and we've only played with him like 3 nights so far, and it's kind of like getting back in the pocket with our main guy. And as far as I go, it's definitely, I mean, every show something happens that brings out something different in me. It's not a show where we go up, you know, it's very spontaneous and we don't plan what we're going to do. You know, in between, a lot of people like to say the same things and do the same little program, but we can't really do that. Usually there's somebody yelling something at me and I got to confront them with it. So within minutes into the set, they realize I'm not up there as a sexual toy, and I'm not up there, you know, in that manner, and I really do have something to say. We're on these hardcore tours, you know, from Biohazard to Madball to all these bands we've been playing with in the United States to Typo now. I mean, it's a little different. They're more of a goth thing, and we're like the aggressive, you know. I think that's one of the cool things about this tour. A lot of people that interview me say, what's it like being with Pete? You know, he's a sexist and misogynist and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? This man has been so respectful to me and my band that I have nothing but good things to say about him and how grateful we are for being on the tour. You know, Europe's been great with us.
So anyway, we're going to check out MANHOLE's video, well worth seeing again, and we're going to go to the album All Is Not Well, even though
All Is Not Warm.
All Is Not Warm. But I was actually going to say, even though all is well with MANHOLE at the moment. Anyway, we're going to check out Kiss, or more like it, Kill.
feel for you as how's it feel to want? How's it feel to need? How's it feel to bleed? Get up on your knees, tell me. How's it feel to want? How's it feel to need? How's it feel to bleed? I'll bleed for you, you bleed for me. never thought I'd do it, but I did. Something's got to give! Live your life a lie. I'll make you cry and wonder why. I'll break you down and take your soul, then leave you left with nothing left to hold. How does it feel to love? How does it feel to hate? How does it feel to take? 'Cause you took everything I gave away. How does it feel to want? How does it feel to need? How does it feel to bleed? I don't bleed for you, you bleed for me. For me. For me. Get up off your knees! Kill. You will never see me on my knees!
We're still talking to Tairrie B from MANHOLE, a lady who has made a very big impression on the rock scene in Europe in '96. And Tairrie, as we were saying, a lot of your songs are signposting very strong, a very strong feminist stance. Do you feel that you have to be even more aggressive than a man to get your message across in a credible fashion?
Well, I think there's two things you can do. You can either walk on stage and you can demand respect, or you can command it. There's a lot of women that think because they're singers in bands or whoever they are, that they just deserve the respect, you know, just because they're singing in a band and people are coming to see them, whatever. I like to command it, which is I walk out there, I do my thing, and people want to give it to me just because of the way I act. And it's not like I'm up there saying, you know, I'm so-and-so and I'm this rock star chick and I'm this, because I don't feel that way. I'm just like anybody else. And I think that recently I just met Phil Anselmo from Pantera when we were out at House of Blues in New Orleans, and he was watching the show, and he's somebody that I look at in a way, along with Burton and along with just a lot of people, male frontmen, very inspiring. And it was really inspiring me, you know, he came up to me and he said, wow, you know, I listened to your lyrics and they were really beautiful, and it was really awesome what you did, and you're like the female me. And it was like, whoa, you know.
What a great compliment.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty awesome, you know. And I don't know, I mean, I just think that, you know, what you hear on our record is definitely aggression, but it's based on a lot of love-hate relationships. Not just hate, you know, there's a lot of love involved on our record. And when I go up there on stage every night, I definitely want to get across to the women, I'm a strong woman, and they can be strong as well. And I want to leave with everybody feeling like they got their money's worth and they felt something from the show.
Empowered.
Absolutely.
But just being devil's advocate here, a lot of your songs are dealing with feminist issues. You're very much the front person in the band. People are always talking to you about what is obviously a very positive message. Do you think there'll come a time when MANHOLE go up on stage as a band and it's not focusing on you and the politically correct lyrics and everything?
Well, I'm going to say straight up like this. A lot of people like to compare us to bands like Rage Against the Machine, but we're not trying to be politicians. We're trying to be, you know, human, exactly. And, you know, we're musicians. We're not politicians. I don't go up there just because I talk about a woman's right to choose and sit and preach it down somebody's throat. You know, that's my standpoint. My guys all agree. And, like, abortion is definitely not just a woman's issue. It's a male-female issue. It takes two to make a baby. And dealing with subjects like rape and abuse, well, men can be raped and men can be abused as well. And it's not just physical abuse. And I think that our band is a very strong unit because we definitely believe in what we preach. When you know, it comes time to preach it a little bit. We're not too over the top, you know, with the whole political preachy thing anyway. I think that our band, the difference with us and some of these other ones is it's definitely a more introspective, personal awareness type self-therapy session up there every night. Not so much yelling at the audience, it's yelling at myself, you know, which is the difference.
I understand that. Is there anything that you can't express, any emotion, any subject that you can't express through your music or lyrics?
Well, up until recently, I guess there wasn't. And hopefully on my next album, it'll be a little different.
So you're in a happier relationship then?
Put it like this, the woman in purgatory is breaking loose.
Good, well, I'm pleased to hear that. So just to finish, what can we expect from MANHOLE in the future? Because you must be thinking about your next record. There wasn't another video from All Is Not Well, so how's the future going to be, 97?
Well, we're going home at the end of this tour, and we're probably going to either get another tour in the United States or start writing the new album. And I mean, we've definitely been writing on the road. You know, we have a lot of new ideas, and people would say to me, what are you going to do to top this record? It was so aggressive, you know, but my God, to me, what I'm writing now makes this record look like child's play. I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, you grow as an artist. You grow up and you experience different things, and you come in, being on tour for 6 months, 8 months, my God, so many things have happened. Obviously, you know most of them. So it's like, you know, there's a lot to write about, a lot of aggression to get out. So it's going to be relief through release, you know.
Excellent. So it's going to be an exciting future for Manhole. Anyway, thanks very much for talking to us. It's always nice. I really respect your views, and I like hearing you talk. Actually, it's great. So lots
for
of
having me. Right on.
pleasure. That's Tairrie from Manhole, and let's see Manhole doing their thing, doing what they do best, up on stage here in Oslo, and then after that catching up with those lovely, charming, gorgeous Type O negative dudes, and we'll be talking to them about October Rust. But for now, get some of your aggression out. Check this out, Manhole live for the first time ever on Headbangers Ball.
Straight from the city of angels. Now the fist full of anger, keeping one in the chamber. Deal with the rage I feel inside. Put your guilt, hypocritical suicide. Say another lie. Well, I pretend I don't hear the so-called truth. Now living in fear that I won't be found. Drowned in the bullshit that I don't want to be hypocrite. No! No! Like a mirror tells me lies. Own eyes, personality shifts and splits. But I don't wanna be on stage one, trying to call myself a friend. Move with the flow, draw on the record with a trend. To my face, say you think the world of me. I'm behind my back to a jealousy. Insecurity of who you are is such a show. Inferiority complex, so when you know that the mirror and tails, but your mouth won't. Used to think that I knew you, but you I never did. Now the mirror tells me lies, looking in my own eyes. Personality shifts and splits, but I don't wanna be on. And my mind wonders why, knowing that I can't cry. Stomach ache, so makes me so sick. 'Cause I'm a dirty little hypocrite.